Hello everybody and welcome back for another round of Driversroom Festival of Speed. We are here at Kyoto Driving Park, the Yamagiwa layout in Japan. It is sure a lovely circle with lots of twists and turns and long left-handers. The circuit is in total 4.912 kilometers long, or just over 3 miles, with the main straight being almost half a mile long. But let's not wait any longer and go to track for the grid order of today's race. In first place we have MS Too Fast. He has put the car on pole for today. Let's see if he can turn it into a victory. Then second is for the Bottle Job. Third is for the Robber's Dog. And fourth is for his teammate RJ Cool. Fifth is for Ismail Thuth, his first appearance in this season, and he is an independent racer. Then we have Mr. Sean. In seventh we have Lorna Malvo. In eighth we have Bullet. Ninth is for MGR Mercer. And 10th is for DJ Rice. That is the grid order of today's race. Let's see what this race will bring us. Too Fast is on pole position. All 5 lights are out and away we go. And not the greatest reaction time from what I think is Ismail Thuth. Run down into turn 1. Bodo is already up the inside of Too Fast, and RJ Cool will follow him through, or is he? Too Fast holds it around the outside but has to concede the second place. Robert's Dog is already all over the back of Too Fast, as well as there in the background. Bullet going for an overtake on Mr. Sean a bit out of shape through the opening S's. Then Mercer in 8th and Ismail Thuth not getting the best of starts, now all the way down in 9th place. Ricey in 10th place makes the last car off the pack. But it is Bodo who leads from RJ Cool, and now Too Fast. Is he going for a move up the inside of RJ Cool? No, he is not. He was thinking about it but decided not to go for it. Malvo had a decent start, I think. Bullet really close to him though, as Ricey making a mistake, spinning out, and that will cost him a lot of time to Ismail Thuth in front of him. Now through the final corner of the track to complete lap number 1. As there will probably be around 20 laps as RJ Cool goes in a bit deep into turn 1. Will give MS Too Fast a bit of closing up. Let's now get to the highest point of the circuit, into the longest corner on this track, the long left-hander. But he's not yet close enough to go for a audacious move, or is he? The race is long, so he decides not to go for it. Bullet lost a position to Mr. Sean. and is now falling away a bit into the clutches of Jammers and Ismail Struth. As I think that DJ Rice has gotten into the pits with a mechanical retirement. That spin obviously didn't do his car much good, and he is out of the race. As now Too Fast really close to the back of RJ Cool's car, but it looks like RJ Cool does have a little bit more top speed, or was it because of the slipstream from Bottle? RJ Cool moves to the inside, pins it on the apex as Bottle runs a bit wide, but RJ Cool doesn't get the power down as quickly as possible, and Too Fast is up into second place. Does get a bit of a compromised run through the S's, but Too Fast is in front of RJ Cool. But is RJ Cool going for a return move? Too Fast leaves him a lot of space, maybe a bit more than he would have liked to, and it's now a bit of a drag race to the braking zone. RJ Cool, is he going for it? No, he is not. RJ Cool slots in behind Too Fast for now, as Mr. Sean now heavily in a fight with Lorna Malvo. Malvo getting up the inside as they head into the hairpin, and I think that is a clean overtake from Malvo, although Mr. Sean is hanging in there. Now has the inside, but has to leave a lot of room, doesn't get to use the optimal line through that section, and that will cost him a position. Behind him, Bullet and MJ Mercer, and last is Ismail Struth for now. Is Bottle able to get a slingshot off the back of Mr. Sean? He draws alongside, but Mr. Sean cuts him off, and Bullet stays behind Mr. Sean. It is very close between the two of them. They both get through the S's cleanly, although in the background Mercer getting a bit wide. Luckily he kept it going, as only a bit of scraping. As Mr. Sean now switches from defense to attack and is now attacking Malvo in front of him. Mr. Sean eager to get a car between him and Bullet, and the best opportunity for that is Malvo in front. Bullet is going to stick to the outside line, Mr. Sean going for the defensive line, and that will give Bullet a way better exit out of the final corner, and will see him up into 6th place. Robert Stock falling away from the top 3 and is now under pressure of Malvo. Robert Stock going a bit wider, not really meeting the apex, but he stays ahead of Malvo. top three are really close still together, and seeing that this is a track where following can be difficult with all the twists and turns, as RJ Cool goes for a dive up the inside of Too Fast. Too Fast leaves him a lot of room, and RJ Cool is back up into second place. But coming on to the next straight, maybe he will be in trouble, as the slipstream can be really strong. Is Bodo gonna be able to stay in front? Yes, he is. You can see that front left tire really wearing off quickly. As Malvo has gone up into 4th place, switching his place with that from the Robbers Dog, but the Robbers Dog is having none of it and wants to go for a return move, but doesn't quite make it stick. In the background we have still Ismail Thruth with Jamus in front of him, and then we have Bullet, and then we have Mr. Sean, who is now really getting all over the back of the Robbers Dog. Ooh, Robbers Dog maybe a bit twitchy out of that penultimate corner. Does stay ahead for now, but chooses to go defensive. And will that give Mr. Sean an opportunity to get past? I don't think it will be, although in the background you can see Bullet was also catching up a lot during that straight. That's oh, the Robbers Dog goes wide and loses a position, maybe another one if Bullet gets past as well. Robbers Dog falling a big bit backwards as he has a tiny lockup and loses another position because of that. Now there's a bit more space between the top three, or at least the top two and Too Fast. Bodo again really good on his fuel. RJ Cool still not close enough, as Bullet is the first of everyone to go in, just barely making it. He is most certainly going for a two-stop race. Will it be the right option, as he puts in I think a whole tank of fuel. Malvo a bit more clear of Mr. Sean behind him. Although you can just see how much Mr. Sean catches up through that chicane. Under brakes, Mr. Sean seems to be a bit quicker. Mr. Sean is short shifting, that's for sure. He is trying to get as much fuel as he can out of his fuel tank, as RJ Cool is now in a lap later than Bullet and probably a lap earlier than everyone else. He needs to do a lot of fuel saving in his second stint to make it work without the possibility of running out of fuel. Too fast, below 10%. Malvo now at 10%. Everyone will go in, except maybe Bottle, as Too Fast runs wide again. That left-hander, not his favorite corner it seems. Pinning it on the apex just to make sure that there isn't a cutback possibility. The two Germans really duking it out. But the question is, will Bottle go into this pit, into the pits at this time, or is he gonna attempt the overcut? It looks like he is gonna go into the pits, and everybody will follow him through. Robostock will do so as well, but who is that staying out? It's John Mercer who is staying out for another lap. Oh, it's audacious. It's brave, but is it the right option? That is the question. Bottle now refueling just like anyone else, and I think Malvo might have crossed the pit entry line. We will get confirmation in just a moment. Ismail Truth with 20% also coming in, so he is really fuel saving enough. RJ Cool got a 3-second penalty from crossing the pit entry. Ooh, and look at how much things have shaken up. Ismail Truth is now up into 4th place, and they will become 3rd once the pit stop of John Mercer has been completed. Just by fuel saving, and he didn't even put in a full fuel load, seeing that he's way better on his fuel than he thought at the beginning of the race. Is Mercer gonna make it to the pits? I think he is, but by how much? Just barely. And he's into the pits with 1% fuel remaining. RJ Cool battling it out with Ismail Truth. RJ Cool getting up into 4th place. His tires are already up to temperature. Ismail Truth wants not so much. Malvo now really close, having to lift off before they get to the braking zone of the final corner. Wants to get the best run he can out of that final corner. To go for an overtake. Is he past Ismail Truth? Yes, he is. Ismail Truth not seeing to have the greatest top speed of the cars around him. Maybe it was a bit tactical, we don't know. Mr. Sean now also fallen victim to RJ Cool's pace. RJ Cool now back up into second place. Mr. Sean really running wide. Bodo is just extending his lead because of all this fighting. And Mr. Sean holds it around the inside and retakes his second place. But will RJ Cool go for a dive bomb into the chicane? He is in front before they had to get to the apex and stays in front. Malvo now also in front of Ismail Truth. As Malvo actually going up the inside of Mr. Sean does leave him enough space. Mr. Sean does have the inside line, but again is not the optimal line to go through that chicane. And Malvo is up into third place, and now Mr. Sean does get a horrible exit, and Ismail Truth is in fourth place. So Mr. Sean losing 3 positions in the space of 1 lap. Not the best first flying lap you can imagine. But he's gonna retake that 4th place from Ismail Truth, going up the inside into turn number 1. And most importantly, staying there. But Ismail Truth does have a lot of pace. And it's a matter of time when Ismail Truth will go for a return move. Not gonna go for it here, maybe into the chicane. Does need to get a good run out of this corner though. It doesn't go for it this time. Bodo now really on another pace, as Bullet has gotten the fastest lap of the race. As Mercer is now in last place after his later pit stop. It definitely cost him a lot of time being on those worn tires. As Bullet comes in for his second pit stop and too fast sets the fastest lap of the race. As in front RJ Cool is battling with Lorna Malvo winning that battle for now, moving up into second place, but everything is happening right now. You might think, oh, it's so late in the race, nothing will happen. Well, guess what? Too Fast is also past Ismail Truth to take 5th place. And I think Too Fast is on a charge with that fastest lap in hand. His competitors in front of him knows he's quickly, although not sure if Too Fast will be able to catch up to Bodo. Bodo just really on a different pace level today. But we'll see. Malvo now the front of the train. Might call it a slipstream train. The Robert's dog just in front of Mercer. Mercer, is he going for a move? He's having a look up the inside and goes for it. And Mercer is up into 7th place. Even setting a purple first sector while he's at it. And there in front, it's so close to each other with a little over 7 minutes remaining, I think, maybe 6-7 minutes. Mercer with the fastest lap as well, last lap, a 1 minute 39.745. Really good lap from him. Bottle just cruising away, not looking back, and just sailing off into the distance. RJ Cool is or was close to Mr. Sean, but Mr. Sean himself gets overtaken by Too Fast, so Too Fast with greater top speed but less cornering ability stays in 5th place. And is Mr. Sean going for it down the inside on RJ Cool? Not really gonna work there unless you are really alongside him. And that will hamper his exit. And the 3 till 5 are so close to each other. As Too Fast, is he going for a move into the chicane? Yes, he is. And he gets in front of Mr. Sean. Now Too Fast sets its sights after RJ Cool. As there will be 3 more laps remaining after this one, just barely. I think Mercer, who is back in front of the Robert's dog, he will only have 2 more laps of running. Top speeds do look similar, although I find it quite interesting that Ismail Trust only uses 4 gears. That will definitely make him slower. No idea why he has gone for that kind of setup, but who knows? Maybe it's something cheeky we don't know about. Ooh, as Mr. Sean gets great rotation through that long left-hander, is on the outside of Too Fast. As they head into the braking zone, and Too Fast gives up the position and slots in back behind Mr. Sean, knowing that on the straight Mr. Sean will be toast. Again going for the outside line, but this time it's Too Fast. As it's almost 3 wide at the hairpin. Who's gonna get out in front? It's Mr. Sean. And next up is Too Fast, who does have the outside line, which turns to the inside. Will he make it stick? Oh, they leave each other a lot of room, but Too Fast stays in 5th place, and Mr. Sean who goes up into third place. Now RJ Cool with no slipstream in front. Piece of cake for Too Fast. And Too Fast is up into 4th place. Ismail Food still in 6th with Mercer in 7th. Then the Robstock in 8th and Bullet in 9th place. I just saw a purple sector there. Is he able to convert it? No, he is not. So he did shave half a second of his personal best lap time. Ah, Bullet, that's why he's so far ahead. He's just cheeking corner cutting. Nah, I'm just kidding. He's being really on pace today. And it shows because he's way ahead of Malvo, who is now on the set of Mr. Sean. So I think Malvo made a mistake or something, because Malvo was definitely further ahead. Even going purple, Mr. Sean. Ooh, but doesn't get the best of runs through that penultimate corner. He is closing rapidly onto the back of Malvo. But look at that acceleration from Malvo. It's just really, really well done from him to stay in front of the Robber's Dog. The Robber's Dog. Mr. Sean. Why the hell did I confuse those? Oh, and RJ goes into the pits. He didn't have enough fuel. He calculated for one less lap. Oh, that's a shame. And will he get 8th or 9th place, because he could just have driven further. Oh, and he does get 8th place. Bullet gets 9th. As the race ended prematurely. Sorry for that. Bit of a technical difficulty. But yeah, I think it was pretty obvious that Bottle won that race. So yeah, bit of an abrupt ending. I have to say, not really what I was expecting. Next week though, we are at Alsace at the village track. Will be a fun one to see. Seeing how these cars will handle that circuit. Anyway, that was it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like and subscribe to help us keeping this content going and getting rid of these technical errors. Yeah. Next week we, like I said, we have Alsace, and then we have the 1 hour endurance race, so keep an eye out for that one. Anyway, that was it for Drivers Room Festival of Speed round number 4. I hope to see you all next week for round number 5 of Drivers Room Festival of Speed. Until then, have a good one. Goodbye!